So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here, a clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and joining me here, our expert Jim Beglin.
Hi Peter, it's great to be here.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here, the supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. So it's down to business here. Well, this is a guy who has pushed back the boundaries year on year. A brilliant maverick who just, Jim, seems to go on and on.
Yeah, he's simply the boss, Peter. Everyone else, including us, just a supporting cast in an act where he will always take centre stage.
In the Zlatan show, Zlatan is the only star.
I'm not arguing.
Ferdinand gets rid without sophistication. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Gravenberg. And it's Barella. And there's green grass ahead of him. There's no flag. And he's gone backward here. Gravenberg has got himself a free kick. Well, it's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. What a start, free kick in a dangerous position in the opening minutes. Palmer! Priceless from Palmer! That is a gem! An absolute gem! A true beauty of a goal, so brilliantly executed.
Well, he made it look effortless, clearly a training ground perfectionist.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. And here's Mbappe. He's got away. Closing in on goal. And the finish! And he's there to belt it away. Again, lacking in accuracy.
He'll be annoyed with himself after that. Nothing wrong with his anticipation or his positioning.
Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Aubameyang. Can he finish? They've done it! They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Welcome to the reality of modern football, Peter. You get pressed from the front and you have no time on the ball whatsoever. You can't afford to switch off for a...
And a chance! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. Again, in a trice, and they are soaring. Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Mbappe demonstrated great strength there. I mean, he really had to hold his man off and just create enough room for him to be able to get the shot away. And I think it's just top play.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. 3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
Now that's well seen too. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Barella goes on a charge down the left. Now, can they get him away? He's in a great position here. And that is expertly dealt with. Vitinha, that's good pressing, squeezing the play. And the pass is intercepted. Nedved. Maicon. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Thuram, who's set up one goal so far. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Good ball, good chance! It's a loose ball.
All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
And it's been taken short. And he shoots! And somehow he's managed to miss it.
I can't quite believe he's missed that, Peter.
And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Shot a goal! And yes, it's there! They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Well, let that be a lesson to them, Peter. They have to stay focused at all times. Any lapse in concentration, voila.
Japan give themselves a fighting chance, back in with a shout. Barella. And it's Barella. Oh, well played, well played. Mbappe! Mbappe! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Van der Sar breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. And now a sudden chance to counter. Thinks about the shot. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Ibrahimovic. Here's Nedved. Oh, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward. He can run onto that. Maicon gets into some space.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Mbappe. Palmer.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Oh, nice touch. Ibrahimovic. Japan are looking to break at pace. And this is Cruyff. Nedved. Maicon. Just eases him off the ball. There's the whistle for half-time.
Well, Peter, I think the score is a fair reflection of what we've witnessed so far, and that being good movement in both midfield and indeed up front. If those players, I think, can carry on where they left off after the break, they should impose themselves even more, and probably only one result coming here.
Madrid head in for half-time with a 3-1 lead. Here we go again then. Yaya Toure. And it's Cruyff. So much time and space here. He has found the way through. Played in with purpose.
Japan clearly are trying to mix things up here, keeping their opponents guessing.
Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Konate. Now it's Mbappe. That is good alertness. Yaya Toure. And it's Vitinha. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Well, that's beautifully weighted. And takes a shot! He scored! hat-trick hero. He is simply indefatigable. That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
Yeah, and having the thrust to get there is one thing, having the composure to score is another.
And with that, the hat-trick is complete.
Well, you had to fancy him, Peter. He seems to be growing in stature with every goal.
So now the difference is 3.
That dugout has had some relief at least, but now the harder work starts. They've got to push for more.
Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Big chance! It's loose and there's a race. Oh, what has happened here? Toure gets good distance on it.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal 23, el dorsal 7, el dorsal 20, el dorsal 22, el dorsal 21.
Nedved is there to clear.
Serán sustituidos por el dorsal 2, el dorsal 10.
Konate does really well there, he is strong.
El dorsal 27,
Yildiz.
cambio de jugadores.
That's been cut out, well played.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
That has been slung wide. So what can they make of this? Yildiz tries making a foray down the right. Now it's De Jong. And the shot! He scores! Result no longer in doubt. It's just about how many. A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. And that's it. So just time for me to say thanks to Jim for his... Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury and this is Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks, Peter. There's a great sense of anticipation in this stadium, and I've been hit by it too.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. The action has already started.
Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
And now they can spring out of defence. Thuram is herring after that one.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Pelé, foot in. No, he's not played the ball, that's a foul. And it's Maicon. And he's whipped in a... Oh, what a climb! And he's there to get it away. Palmer.
Peter, if you're looking for a defensive blueprint...
Thuram! It's in! He made it happen. Squeezed through with sheer will and considerable accuracy.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that, but you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
Konyaspor finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Palmer. Great vision. Oh, nicely intercepted. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Ah, he made it look a bit predictable.
And he goes cross-field.
Good ball, that too.
Now the cross. He rises!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Oh, this looks sharp. Deep cross. And that is out and behind. It's a good block. And it's been taken short. Chance for a shot! They've scored! That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments.
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less.
And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now.
Thuram. Some really good ball moves. Shot, surely! A collective sigh of relief from the defence.
That's great industry from the front line there. A lot of chasing, a lot of pressure, and they forced the error.
And claimed it back swiftly. Barella. And that's a good ball. Van Bommel. And he's intervened well there. And here's Thuram. And that's a dangerous ball.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Ball quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Thuram wins the duel this time. Thuram absolutely focused then on the defensive side of his game.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
Pele. Well, they could break here. Looking to play him in. Lovely pass, but can he get there? A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Pele. Maicon, who does have an assist to his name. And he was quick to react. He's a sharp little ball here. Flashes it up. He's got tall. Firm header just off target.
And he did so well to get himself there. What a good effort.
Maicon. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Now it's Thuram. And it's Barella. And here's Mbappe. He's got away. And we hit half-time. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. So in they come for the break with nothing to separate them. The score 1-1. So we're into the second 45. Can he get on the end of this? Now that looks a decent ball. And this is Pele! Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be. Roberto Carlos. And it's Maicon. That's an untidy challenge. Free kick given. Maicon. Roberto Carlos. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Aubameyang.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
And Gravenberg. Cucurella. Now it's Thuram. Oh, can he get onto this? And it's Maicon. Roberto Carlos. And here's Hullet. Great work on the overlap. I think that's a corner. Yes, it is. Konyaspor have their second corner now. And it's hoisted clear. Madrid are looking to go forward now. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Oh, good spread. Threads one in. Pele. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
Well-timed, excellent interception. Knocks it out wide. Thuram gets into a good position. Barella. And here's Mbappe. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Seedorf. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. And here's Aubameyang, and Aubameyang!
The keeper was likely to need his best there, and he found it.
That has not gone well. Aubameyang is being harried and hassled.
Yeah, what they've done...
Mbappe! Oh, what has happened here? It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Cucurella takes aim and crosses. Cleared without hesitation. Well, the manager might be thinking of shuffling his pack here.
Well, you would hope for some movement off the bench, Peter, knowing you get an extra sub in extra time.
He's on it. Can he get a... Can he finish? It's in! Into the lead once more. The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Well, from the moment he got involved, he looked as if he'd go all the way. Terrific.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal 7.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
Llega Bebayán.
Madrid take the lead.
20. El dorsal 23.
Nesta.
El dorsal 22. Serán sustituidos por el dorsal 27.
Aims beyond the
El
defence.
dorsal 10.
Well, that's
El
well seen
dorsal
too.
18. El dorsal
I think the
22.
message here is
El
quite
dorsal
clear,
9.
Peter. They want
Cambio
another
de
one
jugadores.
and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Another pass just keeps it ticking over. Yildiz. And that's gone behind for a goal kick. Michael. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And now the breakaway. Lukaku, and he's certainly onside here. De Jong, and he's gone backward here. Shot a goal! Really well taken goal. And this is getting better and better.
I think you have to appreciate the simplicity and efficiency of it all there, Peter. The ease at which the defence got taken out of the equation, and he was never going to miss that.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that fate.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting...
Big chance! That's a half-decent try.
Yeah, it's good movement, though. A bit unlucky he couldn't actually steer it goalwards.
Habrá 3 minutos de
It
descuento.
shows there will be 3 extra minutes. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. Van Bommel. Oh, and he's had a hit! Rummenigge! That is just brilliant! A finish right from the top draw! Deep into injury time! And that is that. Well, that was close. Both sides playing their part in a great game of football. A real ride that had all of us glued to our seats from the very beginning. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Well, I think what was key, Peter, in this game was how the team set the right tone. Once they went ahead, that was pretty much that. It was a cruise to the final whistle.
So, just time for me to... Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury, and joining me here, our expert Jim Beglin.
Cheers, Peter. It's a privilege to be here. It really is.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. As you can see, we've already started here. He's a sharp little ball here. Turns and goes back. Can he spark a counter here? Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Roberto Carlos.
Might want to be careful there.
The ball has bounced loose now. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. It's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. And it's Seedorf. Cruyff. And Cruyff! Big moment! Massive goal!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
Well, how's that for a class finish?
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
Madrid are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. And now they can clear their lines. And smartly reclaimed. Gravenberg. And it's Barella. Cruyff in acres of space out wide. Maicon. Can he finish? Now that is commitment to the cause. Konyaspor with their first corner, the first in the game for either side actually. Lovely feet. And it's Seedorf. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. Cleared away. And that's very disappointing, it has to be said. Thuram takes control of it and he's on the move. Oh, that's nice. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. And here's Mbappe.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Barella opts to play it. Judge, surely! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. And here's Palmer. That's good play. And it's Barella. Little pass back. Great ball and he's in here. Aubameyang finds himself offside. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Cruyff chasing after it. Maicon. Aims beyond the defence. Maicon is very much the model of the modern-day fullback. And here's Mbappe.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And he's quick to snatch it back. Madrid do seem to have a very clear game plan here, Jim.
Yeah, they're set up to play those long balls from deep, Peter. The front men have certainly been busy making the runs beyond that defence.
Well, it's a tried and tested formula, OK, but very demanding too.
Well, you need your boys up front to work extremely hard, and you need to get the passing right as well, of course.
Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. He's in plenty of space here. Cross deflected behind for a corner. It's their second corner of the game. And now they can spring out of defence. That is good alertness. Cucurella promptly onto that, and that is that. That's a good run down the left. And that is as far as they're going to go. That's a throw. And it's Maicon. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Gravenberg. To Barella. Great vision. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Well read, and the danger is averted. Barella, and they can counter here. That looks a cracking ball. Mbappe, he's shifting through the gears here.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And that is going to be the final action of the first half. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs.
It's a dressing room that needs rousing at half-time because, in truth, they've not really been at it so far. If the pep talk works, we may see a very different side second half. We need to.
So we're just settling back into this second half.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Threads one in, and he plays one through. And he shoots! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Oh, this looks sharp. Out to the left it goes. Now here's the delivery. Chance! And it's in! A two-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. Picked that one out. It was a bullet.
Well, you've always got that threat when he's around. Great movement, and what a great header.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
We're looking at a very different game now. The command has been established.
Palmer. He's had a shot! Really well taken goal. Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
The manager must have given them an earful at half-time, and fair play because it seems to have worked. They've got to kick on from here now.
Oh, he's caught him there. It's a free kick. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card. Pass just lacking in accuracy.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
And here's Palmer. Aubameyang. Real chance! And he's there to get it away.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more. Cruyff! Johan Cruyff, unequalled in the history of our beautiful game. Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
Time then for the first substitution of the game. Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
That has the feeling of a breath of fresh air, Peter, and now they can fill their lungs and just blow them away.
Lovely bit of skill. Vitinha does really well there. He is strong. That is a great pick out. Oh, that's a key interception. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Well, the ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances.
Well, he's asking for trouble, Peter, and with this urge to nibble away, I think the ref is spelling it out for him now.
Madrid do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. Roberto Carlos. Nesta. And it's Maicon. Cruyff. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. It's Bergomi. Roberto Carlos. Knocks it into space.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
And that is out of play.
Se va a realizar un cambio de jugadores.
Oh, that's neat. And it's Seedorf. And here's Nedved. That's very neat. Ball driven towards the... He gets big! Just cruising! They are cruising! Up by 3. They have their boots on the throats of their foes. A really thumping header. Absolutely crashes it in.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement. Yildiz really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
That's good running with the ball. It's a pretty loose pass. Cucurella. And here's Yildiz. Out to the right.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Nedved. That is good strength. Cucurella does well to stand firm and defend it. Lukaku. Now that looks a decent ball. Tries to play it through, and he's worked it through. Nice control. Quick look, then plays it in. Palmer. Quality ball. Madrid are looking to break at pace. Yildiz. He's having a shot! Keeper's got his work done. And that's it. Well, that's it for tonight's match. So it just remains for me to thank Jim Beglin alongside me and to wish you all a very good evening.
A continuación, se podrán ver en el marcador estadísticas.
Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. My name's Peter Drury, and here's my co-commentator for the game. It's Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. It's a pleasure and a privilege for me to be here.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. And already we're underway here. A wonderful effort, all by himself.
Mbappe really may get an earful from his teammates for not looking up to see what was around him, but I think he was perfectly entitled to try it for himself.
Defending here is really tight. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Bergomi does really well to win the ball there.
Clarence Seedorf is good enough to mix it up there with the best on the planet.
In practically every position.
Yeah, he can perform a whole number of roles in keeping with that Dutch trait of total football, and he can have the swaying influence here too.
Decent chance! Oh, the ball's come loose here. Oh, what has happened here? Lovely, now then. Seedorf did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Gravenberg. Been a pretty high-octane start, at least from one side's perspective.
Well, they've made all the inroads and their confidence is taking on a growth spurt. Maicon
tries making a foray down the right. Cruyff looking to get on the end of this. No goals as yet. Palmer. Now it's Mbappe. Showing great feet there. And it's Barella. Nicely weighted ball. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. The ball is loose and the chase is on. Oh, easy pickings there. And it's been shipped out wide. Now it's Cruyff.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Climbs up big! Goal! A really thumping header, absolutely crashes it in.
Superb timing to generate that power through a really strong neck behind it, and he gave the keeper little opportunity.
Konyaspor have taken the lead.
Yeah, and just as the manager's been reminding his players, this is the time where they can't afford to let their focus slip.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
That looks a good ball through. He's found a way through, and Cruyff! Great build-up, it all deserved a better ending.
Cruyff deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
Looking for the run. He's being urged to shoot. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. It's a really well-measured ball. Looking to play him in. Can he get it through? Gravenberg makes the interception. And the pass is intercepted. Tries to pass it through. Mbappe picked out brilliantly. Goes for a shot! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Now it's Thuram. He can get that clear. That's a throw.
Cucurella, and it's a crossfield ball towards the other flank.
That's a great ball crossfield.
And here's Palmer. Mbappe.
OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
And this is Cruyff.
Big and a chance! And it's in! Two to the good, and they are purring, absolutely purring.
Oh, he did so well to hold his run and stay on side, Peter. That was really clever.
Konyaspor are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
Well, with this kind of authority, Peter, why not push on and totally kill this off?
Barella. Oh, sweet feet. Now, can they get him away?
And the shot!
And he gets rid in a hurry.
And again! It's hit the upright.
And he's cleared it out of harm's way.
Habrá 2 minutos de descuento.
Threads one in. And that was very necessary. And we've reached half-time. How would you review the first half?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
Que obedezcan en todo momento las indicaciones del personal del estadio.
Here we go again.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it and try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that going 3 down will probably seal their fate.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Oh, he's put a shade too much on that. Thuram chasing after it. Can he spark a counter here? Roberto Carlos cuts out the pass. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Cucurella. A mixture of good defending and indecisive passing. No progress. Maicon, he's got away. In towards the back stick. Cross is blocked, and that's a corner.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores.
Konyaspor with the corner, there
El
first.
dorsal 21, Pierre Abebayán. Serán sustituidos por el dorsal 27, el dorsal 10.
Keeper's dealt with that. Not the most accurate pass.
Oh, shooting chance!
And he nearly went all the way.
He's absolutely full of energy here. Definitely had the right idea. A shame he just couldn't finish it off.
Corner number 2 then. And the goalkeeper's got a good palm to that. Madrid are looking to go forward now. Aimed beyond the defence. Thuram has it in a wide position. Oh, that's a key interception. And now they can clear their lines. Looking for options for movement. Can he finish? Oh, that's horribly mistimed, and it's given. Penalty. Madrid presented with a golden opportunity here. Eyeball to eyeball with the goalkeeper. Oh, he's missed it.
A cool head was needed there, and we got anything but.
No, it's come to nothing. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. There's the shot! Really well taken goal. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Now look at the manager here, he's absolutely fuming and he has every right to be. You can't win football matches if you give the ball away like that.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal 7.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact. Madrid get themselves back into contention.
Oh, we have a very different game on our hands now, all of a sudden. This one's totally up for grabs.
Madrid looking to pass their way through.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
They're coming again and again.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
He gets a ticking off and needs to be very careful now.
I don't think you need to be an expert lip reader to know what's being said here.
Madrid perhaps contemplating their next change here.
Yeah, and I think if you're looking for change in a tight game like this, Peter, it's all about getting the timing right.
Now it's Bale. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. And he welcomes it in. Nice control. And it's Bale. Bale will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent.
Wow, look who's involved.
Seedorf. It's Roberto Carlos.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Now that looks a decent ball. Pass is just off target. Madrid must do something here and very quickly.
Look, their path is set. They have to take risks in every situation now.
It's a poor throw that, picked off with relative ease. And here's Dembele. Oh, it's Yildiz. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest.
I'm struggling to work out whether that was brave or a bit stupid. Maybe both, actually. I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
Oh, well played, well played.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
Dembele! Oh, taken with style. They have stolen level at the last.
Oh, what a lovely exchange, Peter. I mean, he did the give and go, and that's just a lovely return ball. The weight of it was absolute perfection.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal 11. Será
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Se va a llevar a cabo un cambio
So
de
all
jugadores.
square with
Habrá
almost
4
no
minutos de
time
descuento.
remaining.
Well, those players out there must be exhausted now, Peter, but at least they have momentum, which augurs well if this goes to extra time.
He's had a shot. Shapes to shoot.
It's loose and there's a race for the ball. Dembele closing in on goal. Tries to... Up he goes! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? So nothing between them in 90 minutes and we are in for extra time.
Well, look, this has been a hard-fought encounter, Peter, so mistakes are far more likely over the next 30 minutes.
So to clarify, extra time will follow.
Se ruega a los espectadores que tengan previsto abandonar el estadio en coche, que lo hagan de forma ordenada para evitar atascos. Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal 38.
Stern test this for the endurance, for the character of the players as we head into extra time. Madrid did fantastically well to force extra time, having been on the brink of defeat in normal time. In fact,
And he shoots! Yes, he's done it! Late in the day, this could well be it!
truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
Well, we could be a little critical of that defence then, but the timing was pretty much perfect.
Madrid get themselves into the lead. And he can clear it away. They're back in possession and ready to go again. He has found the way through. And the shot! Oh, that could cost them.
Well, that's the response the crowd were looking for, Peter, and it's applause all round us here.
Corner number 3 coming up.
Cambio de jugadores.
And that has been cleared. Madrid have the chance to go the other way. Now it's Yildiz. Konyaspor appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Lukaku being hunted in packs.
Well, they seem intent on marking him out of the game. They're certainly trying to wind them up in the process, Peter.
Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. He's one-on-one! He could be in here. Yamal. He is just caressing the ball. And he's in on goal. Now it's Partey. Oh, important interception.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And here's Lukaku. The ball has bounced loose now. Nedved.
They need to...
That's it for the first period of extra time. Madrid come roaring back in quite some style. We've got a very different game now. Well, both teams have run themselves into the ground out there. Does anyone have one last moment of magic in them?
Se va a llevar a cabo un cambio de jugadores.
Is there to be drama in these final 15 minutes? Well, this really has been an epic encounter, and there are some tired limbs out there. How much more can the players give? And he's worked it through. He's shifting through the gears here. Shoots! They've done it! And surely that does it! Perfect time! Decisive strike! Well, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Well, Peter, they should just never have lost the ball from there, but you have to give credit and fairness to the front-footed pressing too. Made things quite uncomfortable for them.
So the lead now is 2.
Well, that's pretty much sealed it now, and surely, Peter, we're not going to see any complacency after that.
What's to... Shot, surely! He should have put that one away.
You can tell he wanted that too. Still, at least he can smile about it, seeing as they're a couple of goals up.
Yamal, who's short. And it's Cucurella. He has a look up. Chooses the chance for a shot! The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Lahm. Bale. And he's managed to get free. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Knocks it into space.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind.
Real chance! Just cruising! They are cruising! And they are pulling clear here. A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Welcome to the reality of modern football, Peter. You get press from the front and you have no time on the ball whatsoever. You can't afford...
So that's it. It is all over. So the winners, bullish and belligerent after a remarkable collective effort. Fall behind they may have done, but they were having none of that. Dembele taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly so. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
I think we just saw a team winning by playing to their strengths. There was a clear picture of what they set out to do, and the players were determined to deliver it, and they did.
So just time for me to say thanks to Jim for his wisdom, and to wish you all a very good evening.